Can the pressure get to them at this point in the lower final? Down a map.
Okay, Phoenix is here. Jed is here. And yeah, they're doing the classic America's comp.
Against a Phoenix comp. And the question is, can they now playing against a slightly different but similar comp change that history?
I mean, EG, they do have that advantage of having been able to watch PRX play this up against NRG, and that was not a very clean take on the Pearl map. It was down to the wire, it was into overtime. That could very well happen again, but we'll see how EG, how well they've done their homework.
Another example where we're looking towards Potter to actually make those small tweaks now to play to their own strengths.
Well, I know this crowd wants a fifth map, but
yeah, this is good, man. This could be a good game.
Back over to Brennan Sideshow for the call.
Yeah, this is it. This is where we get into the territory where the stakes are really the highest. You know, the defining moments in a series where, you know, the outcome of this map right now is going to be defining whether we go the distance all the way to that fifth and final map, or is the
Phoenix is pretty decent. It's a lot around just being able to be hit, but in terms of this map, the molly is actually kind of good for the hits. If you're doing it over towards B, you kind of stop them from running out elbow, and then a lot of the times over towards A as well, you can get like relatively okay hits. But the thing is, a lot of the time you can get these orbs on attack pretty easy. It's very hard for the defense team to go and get this orb. And it's kind of same on A, but so yeah, we'll see. EG on defense, PRX on attack. We have we have an 8-person duel over towards B. Yeah, this is gonna be wild.
The two Cinderella pumpkin carriages colliding down B long.
Let's see which one wins out. So the usual setup. We know this one if you've been watching a lot of the Americas. It's a bait and trap play.
That molly is incredible. So is that molly though.
That's an aid of their own molly. Over the top there.
Mollies on mollies.
Damage done just from it. Jing is forward out of position here, but a cascade actually gives him a bit of coverage. So we can reposition and get out of there.
This is a nice instant react from PRX.
That turret gives decent info. The whole of EG starting to rotate around and help
they go through middle. Oh, they have a heal on this. It's pretty cool.
I realize they've given up a lot of that space towards mid.
I think Jing just used his wall to heal as well.
Don't want to startle any PRX fans, but Forsaken does have a shorty here as well. Oh, so I think they were planning something.
Yeah, I mean they were definitely planning the B hit because he had double mollies, so they definitely wanted to molly this or potentially play for the after plan. I'm not entirely sure.
Salvage a weapon from Mind Freak. Is that why they're going back over here? Probably. Would make sense.
40 seconds, they go back over.
Yeah, there it is.
This is early info, and we'll check the rotate.
And get the ghost online.
Well, there it is.
Wait, Jugamo.
To meet them. They're going to be hearing this though. Footsteps.
Oh, they're so aware of here.
He's holding it. Util. Waiting for this now as the fight starts to come through onto the heaven angle. Precision is name of the game, but a tap of the gun, the classic, running out of bullets all the way through. Com gets brought down. Damage was done. Nanoswarm at his feet. You're feeling it right now. Turn to pieces. 11 seconds left in this round.
Really low HP. A lot of this stuff to Jing, who's just gone down.
It's there, fighting towards it. CGRS brought down in the end. And
okay, nicely done from Boostio. Dude, Jing tried to get in over towards spawn, and there were two people there. It's a little bit unlucky.
Concerned when Com had a classic in his hand and wasn't able to land the extra headshot.
Yeah, he survived on 1 HP for ages up here.
But EG are able to convert that one. Another pistol to start the maps out. The story of these maps is so
I kind of like that. The Molly and Sheriff on pistol is outrageous. That body shot with double damage.
How many rounds does EG need
here? I really like their pistol. In terms of pistols as well, it's 4-3.
to make any level of comeback.
We've had so many
they buy
throughout these maps.
Here's another twist and turn. PRX are going to force
yeah, they buy into this. And Demon 1 hasn't bought. He's only got his Sheriff. So honestly, it's relativly even at the moment. Boostio has a gun. He's obviously late rotate. Oh, what is this site here like? Because there's only 2 here.
All the way through. Stingers into the back of it. This time Jorgemon will meet them. Way through, catching onto the heels of Komi, seeking to reposition. Vulnerable up, enough damage done, but the bullets spraying around. Cove in his face, he can't get the weapon out in time. It's just punishments all over the place.
Oh man, that's disgusting. Jingers his ult. Oh man, the triple swing off his ult. That was incredible. This is such a nice round. That was such a good round. And they pick up the rifle as well. Damn, that was huge. Yeah, that was sick, man. I loved everything about this. They were just units. Jing did so well, and then just the comms on when he's going to do his ult and just swinging with everyone here.
But still, I mean, this is only stingers.
Yeah, they did so good. He made so much space as well. This was great. Just the smoke goes down, 2 of them dueling, and then the other one as well. Ult goes in, tries to swing the ult, and then it's just 4 of them, if you're including the Phoenix ult. Forced him down to eco. Demon was the person that had the Sheriff into that one, so he buys a Guardian, and they 4-pass and push over towards B, thinking it's going to be a B, and we might just see a straight up A hit. Jing as well, stacking.
And is now starting to farm up the second.
Should be able to give him the plant here as well.
Ridiculous.
Whoa, 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 you chill out, you got gun.
No. Oh, loses the fight out to the Classic.
Go on, give us a thrifty back the other way as well.
And it's a hard flank, isn't it? All grouped up here.
So they just won the madness.
Held on to at least partially by Boostio.
Mind Freak has no idea just how much he's owned it. But he really has owned it.
That mid position. Jiggle peek.
Jing has a chance to...
And there we go, meeting them. That's the rifle drop down once more. An exchange of hands back in the other direction. Nana Swarm is there. Who's going to pick this one up? It's
a rifle.
You got to know everybody's coming from that choke point.
Big flash.
It's on the angle of it. Pre-fired. Lovely flash.
Another flash if you want it.
Of this round excellently.
Damn, okay, they actually handled this really well considering how it went. Not too bad at all. Devi has his ult for this next big buy round. And they picked up the rifle at the end here, I'm pretty sure.
Can sometimes be the best option in those kind of situations. Rather than allowing the death ball of EG to go towards them with the 2-player advantage, Devi chooses to break up the timing.
Yeah, Devi did incredible. Did he melt the first person that was the rifle?
Flash his way back out. Seems a little risky sometimes.
I think.
But they're played to perfection.
Okay, now we got the big buy round. Money's so good for PRX. Money's incredibly good. Harbor ult's up. Boostio 1 away from his. Yeah, they would love to get this. Oh, interesting. They actually go get it on Ethan. Jing starting to stack his as well.
Orb gained.
And sometimes Demon 1 is going to be posted up in A main off the back of the Trailblazer and Cascade being used. This time, nobody from EG. So what they're hoping for here is that PRX make a lot of noise re-clearing this area. Like that, for example, the flash, the footsteps.
Guardian.
Yes,
they had 2 rifles there in the end.
Walking up behind it. They used the initial flash, which I think was out of range of Demon
Man,
1, by the way.
EG are expecting them to go B all the time. So EG's game plan at the moment is one of these rounds early on, we need to heavy shut down B. And as we can see, PRX, if we're not looking at the pistol, pretty much avoided it. Well, not looking at the first rounds, pretty much avoided it. That's what I was saying about the Phoenix, right? You can get Molly over towards here is decent, and then in the B hit Molly over towards here if you look at the minimap's decent. So that's why the actual Phoenix is good, then obviously the 2 ult orbs that I'm telling you about can be pretty decent.
That's why PRX are in their spawn right now.
And they do the NRG. They've taken a leaf out of... Oh my god, that ult is incredible.
A flash for a flash. Utils have to be used back and forth. Which team will reign supreme? It looks like it's all
oh my god, that was insane, bro. That ult was unreal. So PRX do the NRG, which is just taking heavy back control. And there's 4 people there, so the ult just, man, multi-stuns.
Jorgamo's ultimate could not have found more value.
This is the best Harbor I've ever seen in terms of impact.
And credit to PRX for trying to throw utility themselves.
They're all stunned up. That's insane.
But as soon as Boostio gets in behind, there's no hope.
Let's go, baby.
Man, what a great ult that was.
Lovely transfer.
Yeah, that's insane, dude. Good news for them as well. They kept so many people alive, so now money. Love PRX. Boostio 1 away. Demon 1 away. Sorry, Boostio has ult. Demon 1 away. Same with Forsaken. Same with Jing. So these orbs at the moment are massive. That's why we see EG push over towards A. Even though Ethan doesn't need it for an ult, they're just trying to take it away and they can stack up his ult as much as possible.
Why EG are putting such a heavy emphasis over controlling one area of the extremities, but if you do that, you can't control the other one, so they're leaving B for a bit of a flood retake. Look at the way, yeah, exactly, this util setup.
Okay, the dog goes into middle and it sees the turret, and it sees that the turret is active, so they know that the Killjoy's here. They walk, push into this, and there is the alarm bot is in the weirdest spot ever. No way, man. Demon must be wondering what the hell is going on. How is this possible? And they tried to stop his pathing over towards heaven, and it completely backfired with that. Wait, they didn't get the best plant ever. Yeah, they kind of need to fight this a bit heavier.
It's planted slightly to the side. Molly's going to be denying the first part of it. Spam onto the corner. Flash through. Ult popped off from Jing. He's blinded up though. Cannot see.
He at least gets info. Wait, he still gets a kill?
Missed him. What is going on?
Keep an eye on the luck. Killjoy luck.
Maybe the next tool to be used to try and find this one, but pushing it past, you have to try and fight close to them. Jorgamo, he's got half on it, pulled off a bit, already half, and timing has been bought.
There's the Killjoy luck, CGRS, perfect luck from him. And he's honestly been the guy that's been doing their luck. So I talked about it in the NRG game, where they pretty much looked at all the Paper X and they're like, well, they don't really have a luck, we can just over-rotate. And he was the first person to start doing lucks, and again on this, luck and great luck from him. Makes sense when he's on Killjoy for sure.
I can't believe that Paper X had the read that the alarm bot wasn't around. You saw Forsaken as he walked into the site, sniffing it around, seeing if he could find an alarm.
I can't believe they contact walked in sight.
And as soon as he realized that that path into B-Link was open, he found the only gap in what EG were up to. Yeah.
Forces them down to eco. Their money's really decent still. Like they're really heavy prioritizing op, it feels like, to eco this one. Especially with knives here, I think they could have forced this. So it must be a heavy, yeah, big win condition for them. Must be getting an op out. Makes a lot of sense. 4 people here.
This is so dangerous.
Divine needs to use his dog.
Oh, they're gonna flash through the wall.
Oh my god, the timing.
Damage done. Divine still alive. That is ridiculous.
Boostio bait
I
though.
think they baited Boostio in.
There was an idea behind it. A snake bite towards the back of the
Oh,
pillar.
CGRS, bro, with the luck. He's walked all the way into A and he's called his team back.
Just gonna be holding that ground as well.
He's literally, he saved them. He saved them on this one. Boostio was going to get a kill. Demon was there with nice.
This, of course, being an eco round, but on the previous two,
as long as he doesn't lose the gun here. I mean, it's still a big duel.
Because EG are leaning heavily one way or another. This time,
now what?
CGRS caught, and his positioning lets Demon 1 know instantly that he would have been calling the rotate back over.
And they have guns. And
over to the side, smoke. Here's the tap.
And the time's really low. 44.
That's the back away, and damage was done to him. The reposition is smart from Mine 3. Off to the side. It's going to be spotted out though. There's one kill.
Oh, nicely done from Boostio. Holy hell, they managed to win this one. Pretty insane, to be honest.
What a return!
Yeah,
from
what a
EG.
reply.
The play at the beginning is an interesting one. Their idea of just walking through their own wall, trying to find the timing on the Trailblazer and flashes being used. And this does enough to be able to take things down into dangerous territory where CGRS on a great look
nice shots
just
though.
oversteps himself slightly into Demon 1.
Mate, this is real back and forth. So they pick up 2 guns, so their money's pretty good. And they force down...
Boostio's been a bit of a swing player deep
straight
in
up
these playoffs.
force. Money's low.
When he's feeling it, and he's having a game like this, winning so many big rounds for
They're
his
1
team.
away from Killjoy ult. They could do what they did the other round, right? Where the other day where they get the Killjoy ult, put it here, and then do the knives. We'll see. Oh, he's going for the knives onto the... What the hell,
I'm not sure
Jing?
how that shot was found, but
Yeah, and this is what we said is big win condition. It felt like in terms of them saving the round before to get this op out.
this has been found.
And this is why I'm saying Boostio's a bit of a swing player, because when he dies early like this, he can lose his team a game as well.
Seekers flash to the corner.
Seekers is good. They are for...
Intended to try and push them back.
How fortunate is that?
That was Forsaken fault.
Just a span through the smoke, I believe.
Yeah, a few bullets just landing.
And Harbor goes in as well. I mean, they stopped their initial hit. And they stopped all the ults.
This time a twist in it. EG, they do have some presence deep
Is the orb behind them? Oh my god, 3-person stun with info.
Sees everything, and Com can start sprinting on the flank.
Jorgamo is going for a really bold play there.
Tail in between his legs there, just still doesn't want to give up this ground. There's the cascade, takes the fights to them anyway. Bullets raining, scattered. Punching
No
through with the
way.
shorty.
He's on
But
for
of
a
course he's
wild
favoured.
round. He made
Jumps
such a
around with the
bold
movement,
play
it's
with
gonna
this.
come down to the aim duels, and it has to be even out
Okay,
that way, but it will
nicely
not
handled from
happen.
the flank coming in.
I was pointing out prior, Com lurked his way into mid. There was nothing to catch him there.
This first
The
kill
final level to it.
seemed mental. I don't know what.
So a
I
great
don't know. I
response
think
in
he
the
just
last couple
randomly
from
shot.
EG. You see this first pick come through off the back of the Reckoning. But it's not the Reckoning that actually
Sure.
gives Jorgamo any idea about what's happening there. He's just
Fletch
spamming.
XP.
Just spamming based
Fletch XP with the prime. Thank you so much, Fletch.
on where the
Appreciate you.
Seekers are going.
Hope you're doing good, dude.
And Ethan was able to get those Seekers up at the start of the round because
Thanks for the 7 months as well.
One side of the map or the other. Look, no one really
Okay, they managed to
controlling
squeeze
big.
out another low
It's
buy. They have Jing's ult,
extremely
CGRS's
grouped
ult
up.
as well.
A split
Molly goes
right from
instant
the
over
start.
towards
They've
A.
got a plan.
Mate,
They
the
will
op
miss
has
the
not been
shot.
hitting at
Not
the moment.
draft.
Oh dear
Dash
God.
no longer available. Has to smoke his exit through.
Oh
Jing
my
wants to try and put
God.
the punish onto this one, put a bit of hurt into him. They're running back, leading the charge, carves up an opening and a path for his team to follow up. Forsaken, he's so fast with it. He's walking through into the smoke.
Yeah, surely
he doesn't
not,
watch
bro.
the angle, doesn't watch the corner. It's Ethan's job, and he does punish that overextension still, locking down the mid angles. Jogamo will fall.
What a
Bit of a
wild
breakaway.
game at the
Everything
moment.
most of it. Boostio 11 HP.
Yeah, Boostio
They know he's
11.
here.
Has to land the shot here, but the run and gun
And
does it.
CGRS has opened
Drops
this
him.
one up.
No more util now for this side to try and push back this plan. Still a minute left. Lockdown earned. CGRS, he opts to use it close to the corner.
Stephen Curry,
Don't think
or
Ethan can
Curly
contest
even.
this
Stephen
particular,
Curly, thank
maybe.
you so much, bro.
Might go
Appreciate
for
you.
it.
Welcome into the Slug Club. Thanks for using
There
Prime on me.
window for him.
Appreciate that.
Off the defuse. Off the plan here, Divine. Off to stick this
I mean,
one
his
instead to
mate's
try
kind
and
of
take
covering
fight to
the.
them. One player detained up close, up top. That's Team 1's job now to try and contain
Honestly,
this one and hold it, but he oversteps it again.
He's a
Walking
smart player.
forward,
Fair play,
CGRS
man.
with
He is
three,
a smart
and
player.
Ethan, they
Keep
know
an eye
where he
on
is.
Jing lurking as well. And the thing about this is Jing has never lurked. Out of any of this, it's always been CGRS, who they know is over towards the site.
Yeah, and this is going to be again what
So they're mixing up their lurker.
Final level to it.
It's going to work.
The backbreaker.
It's just as if these lot on site can stay alive for long enough. Oh my.
CGRS, well, he's on for the ace
Bro,
tonight, at least that.
what a round from him.
Flip inside, but util out in the hands of
What
Com,
an
sets them
insane
up nice and
round from
easily.
him.
That's the vibe.
This was so smart
We could
because a
not
lot of
be
people are
more
going to tunnel
even
vision and
in
push
this
for
map,
this.
Josh.
And the fact he just
4-4.
stayed calm, just knew that this person's going to take the first contact was everything.
Chaotic fashion.
Very smart.
PRX are going for plays. Multiple prongs of the hive mind, reaching out across the map at once. Probing tendrils to see whether they can
Bro,
make
he's
a play
so
happen.
confident.
In
That's
that
what
round, you
I'm
have
loving
Mindfreak
about
going
him.
for a lurking to
Is
be
like
link, and when that
game by
fails,
game, you can see he's getting
doesn't
more and more
stop
confident. He's
CGRS
fine. He's like he's
with
in
Divine,
for
I
doing
believe,
these plays.
from
Like he's
also
so in for
probing
doing
it to
these
be link
plays.
from a different position. PRX, the way
It's
that
working
they
out
play
great.
is so fluid and loose. I think partially because they don't have an
White
IGL.
bar, sorry, bro.
They're able to group up into little duos and work these micro plays around the map superbly. And it's putting a ton of pressure on EG to try and keep up.
Now, Josh, in a previous best of 5 that we might have covered, may or may not have said, you're never been quite tested like this before, with a scenic shot over a very famous IGL. Now, that was relating to the pressure, to the circumstances in the grand finals. This is a lower bracket finals. Take it down a notch ever so slightly, but you're tested in a different way if you are EG, because you have to keep up with this pandemonium that is occurring. These are scenarios you're never going to be finding yourself in most of the time in your playing
Cheesehead,
career,
what's up,
pal.
dude? What's up?
And there's a lot of pressure on
Six
Boostio,
man,
just with
yeah,
the way
it's
that
wild.
EG normally
Doing
plays.
great.
He's such an aggressive Sentinel player. I think back to the game that EG had against Fnatic in the upper bracket finals. He went 0-5 in first kills to first.
He's
deaths on
Thailand's biggest
the
streamer.
first map,
Wait, is
the
that true?
map on Lotus. There was no way of recovering that. And then he had a fantastic performance on Fracture to bring them back into the game. Here is Killjoy
That's really
on
cool.
Pearl. He's getting tested. Whether he
The
puts his
Thailand-
utility to
he's
hard
the
angle
Thai
mid or
Shroud,
whether he
that's
puts it into
sick.
the inflow in mid, he is going to get pushed from so many different spots. And he's got to be able to, and EG as a collective have got to be able to shut down those probing, aggressive plays by PRX. Because once they realize they can get away with them, PRX are going to turn them
Shroud's
into
the
one.
American CGRS.
And that's when it gets truly
incredible.
dangerous. That's when they can snowball out of control. When you get scared and give them the space.
Oh yeah. They'll let loose. They'll run all over you.
Damn,
what
that's
they're
so
hoping
sick.
for.
If you
Sick that
needed
he's
any
performing.
indicator,
It's sick to
series
see that he's
ongoing,
performing at
it's
this
just
level
back, not going to
consistently.
anyone's
That's the
expectations.
thing.
Back-to-back time
Like
out.
his worst game was literally
Both teams trying to make
his worst series
adjustments.
was his
An extra
first
long
best of
one.
3.
Both teams getting a chance to talk.
And that's all down to nerves. He doesn't want to play his own game. He doesn't want to let anyone down.
All of that time to discuss
And
what's
now
going
he's
on.
kind of like got past the point where he knows that they've done enough that
Look at the
he's kind of
defensive
like,
setup
it's fine. And now he's just doing his own game, and it looks really good. Okay, the AWP is still not back out. We're going over towards this one. I like how EG have been approaching this, though. Like, getting this all the time for free has been great. There isn't much pressure over here unless they want to actually hit the A site. So they get in this, Boostio gets his AWP, gets his ult, and we go over towards here to rotate to stop the B hit. Dog goes towards middle, they see turret still online, so they know there's a lurk. A lurk, or at least something in the middle.
Wall up, straight across, here's a snake bite. And a swarm.
Instant killjoy. Do they cancel?
Into the corner, it's a common angle that you can spam, you can catch him. But a flash for a flash, you got to get out
Not
of
too
there.
bad. They'll probably take this. They got an ult off them at the beginning.
Supplementary utility just to peel them out. So no casualties yet, but yet being the key word. Boostio, he's beaming them all down.
Jesus, dude, they re-hit with no util though.
In the midst of it, when his team needed it.
And the swing player there has just hit one out of the park. What a round from Boostio.
Yeah, it was sick from him.
I was asking what the second layer was to PRX.
Same. It felt like there was no second layer.
They really had one there other than just decide to
yeah.
face check.
It was the second layer was just numbers.
All to do. And the spike in front of him. Don't think there's too much of a hope here.
Yeah, it might just be saving this one. Maybe I give this a refresh. See how far behind they are. Oh, no,
CGRS saving a rifle is very important for their economy.
Yeah, there were too many numbers. You're right.
To do it, to have a turn-up moment, but Boostio picks up 3 because it should, in theory, break this now for PRX. They got the one rifle to carry forwards, but
it was a great round. Great round, great idea into this. Ult comes in, stops the initial hit. 4 people over rotate. Good numbers.
They thought they were going to get that first corner for free. And the flash is posted really deep there.
Okay, now they're taking A main, but once they actually fight over for A main, pretty much every time it's been over towards A. This looks like the first time that they're actually gonna like default both.
And 2 stingers. Trying to make the most of it. 1 orb away from the ults, the Seekers online for Divide. But a presence showcased. They don't opt to.
Oh, I was gonna say, are they gonna? I was gonna say. Do they want Device ult, or do they want to start stacking Jing's ult? In terms of what's happened over towards B, they have crossed out here, but Forsaken's taken some shots. Hill comes in for Forsaken.
Freak's been lurking around here.
There are so many angles that you have to face if you are a player in this spot. Fight's taken. Somebody util.
One person fake?
At the back.
Just keep an eye on the rotate that it causes. Ah, the flash might have ruined that. Flash might have ruined this one. Does he now become the lurker? Or does he still try and sight hit?
Setups there online. Forsaken. Is he really seeking to try and get some?
Okay, now he's lurking. I think this call is great to make him the lurk now. Yeah, he gets the kill. Do they then run back? Yes, they do. Instant decisions. They do have enough time. Jing, sorry, Forsaken just needs to stay alive and hold this angle. Now they have a lurk on this as well. CGRS gonna keep him here. Even if he goes down, he's just kept the numbers there. It's really, really nice. All they have to do is worry about heaven. They do have enough time as long as they're all, as long as nothing crazy happens here. They're gonna have to try and duel this at the same time now, though. It's all up to Forsaken to duel.
Ping into the corner. Doesn't opt to use a snake fight. He just puts his orb down. He gets counter spammed. The plant's down.
I like the idea though from him.
Oh, he could have been the difference maker, but instead shut down. And the 2 players that were distracted this entire time, CGRS, by the way, still alive.
What a sick round. And like, if we've ever questioned like PRX in terms of like, have they got any worse in like the mid rounding or the calls? I think this is the best example. Like the mid rounding here is incredible. Their initial plan is fake over towards B with the jet, then we're gonna hit over towards A. They get hit by the sky flash, and then they insta change it up. They instant like, okay, now we need to hit with this, and this needs to be the lurk, and it's perfect. Like we were talking about it here. Are they gonna do it? I'm so happy that they did it. It's such a good sign. It is such a good sign that they have the ability to mid-round like this. It's really cool. Perfect round.
Even though the game does work it out for you.
Take a look at that from Forsaken. Opens up onto Jorgamo while Jing was being pushed back. And Jing in that corner, he got full blinded and he still swings and gets another one.
Everyone did really well here as well. Even CGRS just holding them over to A for so long.
Every now and then. Yeah. That's what makes them such a dangerous team. Or that's one of the things that makes them such a dangerous team. 2 rounds left in the half.
Flash goes in. That could work out well if they wanted to go fast somewhere else.
I think that Jing's going to be making a play for his ult. He's only one away, but instead it's towards mid. Lambert broken early. Flash through double doors. Fighting. Actually, just a molly held. This is going to be
It's an easy lineup.
Corner. Clearly, some thought being put into this lineup. Orchestrated. Trailblazer clears through. It's going to be pulling players and leaving EG questioning, wondering where this is really going to land.
Boostio again looks like he could well be the pivot player in this round. He's chosen to take a very aggressive setup. Demon One though on the fight.
Yeah, wow, what an adjustment.
Whoa.
Really going for
Got
more
numbers.
there.
Found out the
Dash
numbers
does
as
get
well.
out.
Gets
Wow,
out of there.
barely.
Gets the hill on the go.
1 health, but a
When
heal
does
online.
Forsaken decide to go
Meanwhile,
further?
Forsaken took the time into going to B Link
Yeah,
instead of
while
going
that was
into
going
R.
on, he pushed through door.
So he didn't meet Boostio.
I kind of like how
Now he's got
PRX been playing
a
now. Like they're just
strange amount
actually
of map
finding the
control.
gaps.
It's just
Kind of
so
looked
willing.
at these rounds.
Just 30 seconds.
They've looked at these rounds and been like,
what
well,
decision is going
there's
to
4
be
people
reached?
here all the
I mean,
time.
trying to, again, fake the A
They've
presence, I
owned
think.
this. They go over towards
A lot of
A
people
side
being
here. What have we got to
expected
stop
there.
them?
It's grabbed
Mate, they've done
the attention of
perfect
some of the
mid-rounding
EG
here.
players, but now they're scrambling and scurrying
Time's
all
a
the way
little
back
bit
over
low.
towards B.
Slightly worried. We
A
do
lot of
have one
space.
molly.
There's 19 seconds left still.
It's all about Devi.
All the way through.
He has a molly here. He needs to break that molly. Okay, now he can get the plant in.
Another plant
Are they
for
going to flood?
Devi. Close onto the corner inside the smoke. It's all going a bit haywire. Spam onto it.
Devi did great to get the
Default
plant
spot
down.
and position.
His
This
team
time
has to
Comp
try
doesn't
win it
give
now.
away his life instead of letting the plant go down. Player advantage still to EG. All up. Time being bought now to try and fight themselves through. It's a pull and an attempt into the back of Horse. Mindfreak still alive, but eventually
Too hard
falls.
to win this.
Spam and sprayed.
Yeah, way
The
too hard to win
high-low
this.
setup, EG.
Okay, nicely done from EG in the end. I thought I'm liking the change up from PRX still. Still think that they did good into this round to make this doable.
Most of that situation when really it was quite all over the place.
Really patient.
This is
play from
like,
EG. Yeah, Com just choosing to spam instead of.
don't know,
You know,
like if you looked at the mini map, you
over-investing
wouldn't say it was PRX, if
plays
that
his
makes
life.
sense.
They go into a 4v3 where PRX decide to play aggressive post plants. They don't try to play for the pull on the spike, that kind of thing. And EG are just able to group up together.
Good
and
half
lead it out.
for EG. Yeah, it's pretty decent at the moment.
Puts them up. Minimum an even half.
Like
But
six
PRX
is
have been
six is
excellent at
nice.
being able to bring
It's a
these
weird
back in
comp
second.
though.
Even if the score does end 7-5.
The thing about this comp is it
He's got
relies a
an
lot
elbow
on
that
Forsaken
blasts
to
the
get
B
the
side
op to shut
wide
down
open.
B.
Yeah, all on this.
So it
Far
might
out
be
of the
pretty
half.
reliant on the pistol.
Spot. Scared of the potential of maybe an operator. We'll just get some info.
I mean, and also, look at how good EG have been at getting info over towards A main. On the rounds where nobody challenges there, Boostio goes up,
Jing's ult.
gets the orb, and
And
puts an alarm
then they're
down.
going to ult over towards
They've got
here,
4
heavy
players
rotate,
ready
and
to
then
defend
hopefully
B.
go through the doors. Oh, I like it with the Astra ult. With the
Ult
Astra
coming
ult, they
through.
cut this off, and
Molly over the
they're going to
top.
think there's so many people here.
Snake bite,
Hey, this
body
is
block
kind of
by the
nice.
dog here. Jing running out of
Okay,
time.
we need to keep
Can't
an
get
eye
the
on
kill.
Com
Demon
here.
One
Does he
pushing
expect
even
this?
deeper now, further forwards. Trying to contend with some of the players onto this one. Another flank also occurring.
Yes, he
Com,
does.
He's watching for it in link. He knows there's Cosmic Divide. There could be someone on the other side of things. Demon One left to try and storm it, and there's a flank. Here's another
Yeah, he was
flank.
just hoping that so many people dueling over towards B. Yeah, EG are expecting this now. I like it.
Aware of it. 40 seconds left now. Just 2 players standing, Mindfreak and Jing. Together, smokes separating, dividing up into the site.
It's such a hard round to
give a bit
win.
of room to play in, but with the lockdown planted and 28 seconds left, this is a dire situation. EG
Okay,
set up
yeah.
all the
Oh,
way, surely
Jesus.
resetting. Lovely
All right,
work from
nice.
Mindfreak in
Oh,
the
yeah,
end,
tell you
but
what,
still
really nice half from
a little bit too much
EG.
to overcome. 7-5. It's a scoreline that we're staring at here. That
7 on
narrow
defense is
advantage.
perfect. It's
Has
a
been
really good
fouled
comp
by
on attack
EG.
as well.
And they did a great job at dealing with the lurks.
I think,
towards the ends of this half. They found the
PRX,
double lurk
if they get
setup
pistol
here.
and start getting the
One
op
from
out,
Com, one
they
from
can do it.
Boostio. A big issue that they had to deal with in prior rounds and struggled. PRX haven't been playing through mid very often on their tournament run in this map. None of the Pacific teams have particularly. So it took EG a while, but they finally figured it out. That's going to put massive pressure on the pistol.
Absolutely it will. Let's send it down to the desk to break it down so far.
still like how PRX approached it. I thought it was cool.
Thank you so much,
It
fellas,
kind of
for
shows
that
that they
one.
can actually do like a lot of
7-5 is the
mid-rounding
scoreline
good
as we
plans
get
and
ready for the
etc.
half, but
Instead of just
immediately the thing that we were
flood
talking about
overwhelm
before the
all
game and
stack.
definitely reared its fiery head this time around was Phoenix.
Yeah, it really did start for PRX with them doing a great job of maximizing
This game is
or
close, yeah, it's
forging
crazy
on
close.
this Phoenix and building a variety of game plans around it. We saw faster rounds like this one when they forced on
Has seen
round
PRX
2,
Ascent yet?
managed to
No,
close
not with
out that
CGRS.
and also some of these slower rounds where they were using
And the last time we saw it
and
in
PRX showed a lot
in
of
their
depth in this first
their
half,
league,
but
they
EG
used
did rally
Reyna.
back in those last few rounds.
So
We
we'll
find
see
ourselves in
what
fairly
goes
familiar
down.
territory, 'cause
I'm not
this
expecting
was the
Reyna
exact
though, don't
scoreline
worry.
that we saw from PRX when they squared off against NRG. It was 7-5 at the half, them down after starting on the attack, and well, I think we know how that went. It went to overtime.
Just
and it was
change
absolutely
Reyna
crazy.
with
So that's
Gecko,
all I can
maybe.
hope for this, as we get ready to go into the second half.
Yeah, I think bigger picture as well with the adjustment later on in that
Let's see
half
if we
for
need to
EG,
go there.
It almost feels
We'll
like
see.
this was the approach all along. EG just wanted to kind of play damage control, damage limitation for the first half here, set themselves up so they're kind of playing with a little less pressure.
PRX are in this position with a substitute. They're somewhere where no one expected them to be, and they're now a half away from maybe making it into the grand finals, and I think they're in a good position to do it. This double flash comp is great for Flood retaking against Harbor Viper. We'll have to see if they can again rally in a second half to close out, and this time make the finals.
I mean, given what we've been seeing here from either side, the Killjoys, that has been the focus. We'll probably zoom in on that again later on, but CTRS, he's had his moment so far. Now that he gets ready to go over to that defending side as the KJ, we'll see if he can have as much impact as Busio did.
Pay attention to those retakes. See how EG tries to stop them. This is going to be interesting. Let's send it back over to Brennan Sideshow.
Yeah, the second half of Pearl now, you know, we mentioned it, it's pivotal in terms of the map to decide it. Whether or not we get that continuation.
Right, in terms of
Series
pistols,
all the way to
4-3.
number
We've had
5,
1-1 every single map.
both of these teams going to be digging at the bottom of the reserves as well. Any sort of energy levels that they can bring back up into this. And I mean, you try and listen, humans are very good at pattern recognition, Josh, but you look at that timeline, good luck.
Flash over towards B, they go
PRX
super
have
aggro, they
committed
don't know
4
about
players
numbers,
to
but they
pushing
can
out
probably
B
hear a
as
good amount.
aggressively as
I
they
think they used this
possibly
pistol
can,
before, so that will be
driving
why
people into
EG are just heavy
CGRS,
stacking
all
this.
the way
CGRS,
back
I love this
around.
Oh, what a
pause.
cheeky spot for him to be playing.
Smoke hiding in. Nope, the dog sees him. Anything to spam him out. Any util at
Okay.
all that can clear the
He
way.
gets info.
Damage is being
Oh
done.
god.
Pop flash into it, reloading. He knows he's being pushed. The right click's doing so much damn
Yeah,
work,
making
and
cool
Ethan
numbers, at
plays
least
his
3
price.
people in this.
Brings him down. Side
This
open.
is
Wide open.
This is such a hard retake
Ran
for
towards the back of it
PRX.
as well. Looks like they want to try and make a go of it. To try and play for the back of the site. Flash play through the cove. Slowed down, but not for but a moment here. Still trying to hold on to control of Pit. It's a doubled up. High-low setup. Forsaken isolating one of the
Forsaken's
fights, and now they
instant
want to put the
decision
squeeze
making
on
was
Bustio.
wild.
No, he was here
It's
from
a shame
prior.
that
Collects the
oh,
one, collects the third in the round for him. Low enough though. Single shot will do it.
okay,
but
nicely
eventually
handled.
shut down.
Double
The
pistol
right.
for them on this one.
Funny business, not getting away with it.
2-0.
What a 3K from Bustio.
In terms of this though, what the hell is
He
this?
picks
5?
off one of the players
5-3
and then
altogether.
gives away his
Mate, how did
positioning,
Bustio get
gets
these kills?
squeezed from both sides, still manages to come up with the goods.
He's having a lot of impact.
He's so frequently the key to EG's success here at Tokyo, and doing all of this whilst IGLing for the team. Supported in that regard by Ethan and Com. But in these fragging roles, sometimes being
Bro, this guy
Bustio
loves
is
this
just
shot.
making the difference. He's out here.
It's like the
18-8.
third time I've
EG
seen
managed
this.
to win both pistols on this map.
Maybe
Not
this is
that
a
it
chance.
makes
Okay,
much
they
difference
don't
last
force
time.
nothing
Force
crazy.
by.
It really did.
Let's get a Marshall into this one.
The prior indicator here has to be the dash to disengage from this one. It is that clash between them. This time, EG actually giving way to PRX. They don't want to take the fight to them, even though they do have the better weaponry. It's a reclaims of the Trailblazer. They
Will
already gave
EMEA
up
and
the
Pacific
prize
have
that
the
was
same
that
last chance
ultimate
qualifier
goal.
format as America's?
Get
Yeah.
James Ult online.
Still pretty far away though.
Yeah.
The pistol round not successful in the slightest from PRX. And they ended up going
Mango
for a flank
Freeze
retake
as well.
setup,
Mango Freeze with the Prime,
where
bro.
EG
Thanks so
were
much.
extremely
2 months,
cautious looking for
20
the
gifted as
other
well in
parts
like the
of the
past
map.
week or something. Thanks
They
so
weren't-
much,
they
mate.
didn't just
Appreciate
get
it. Chance to get a
roped
lot
into
of slugs
looking
in
at
for
A-main. They
that.
were still paying attention to B-Link and Flowers. Look at how bold Forsaken is. He just gets all the info that that's fake pressure towards
Yeah,
B.
it's nice, that
And he
is.
can tell the rest of his team to go and stack A.
Yeah, towards mid.
Oh, it's a double pump.
Double pump, double fake. They have pulled the rotations around with this kill collected. CGRS.
Disrespecting that, and then with that kill, the rotate comes in, but they're going all the way back over towards B. God damn.
Forsaken realizes it. Oh, I've given up the line. High tide in my face. Time to make the moment happen before him. Shots!
Ooh, what the
right
hell
to
is
the
that shot,
cranium.
though? That's a nice shot.
Falls. He is traded, but
Jesus,
my God, what an effort.
Carson, thank you so much, mate. Appreciate that. With the Pine, welcome into the Slug Club, mate. Thank you for doing that.
It looks extraordinarily difficult here. Jing would love to be able to pick some up to get his ult online, but other than that,
Yeah, he's so
you've just got
talented.
so many
He
defensive
really
tools
is.
to use here. PRX may end up just looking to die to Spike, but I would rather try and get their ults online, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
Especially for Divine and Jing.
Yeah, they should be making a go of this. Divide starting to play towards them. Plenty of players grouped up and collected. Sheriff in his hand. Can he make much more of it? Brought down.
Yeah, just accept it.
Players might be Jing going to be going down to the Spike just to deny a chance of EG really starting to farm up some of those ults.
How are they going to manage this one?
So another situation where Jing's not really able to get the snowball going. Quite different to the first half, where he had his ultimate to be able to win round 2. EG, for one of the first times in this series, are in a situation where they can possibly put together something dangerous on the bonus round. PRX have contested them in the second halves by winning pistol, or earlier in this map, getting a force buy out there instead. This time, big clash in A main potentially. But EG want none of it. They're just giving them the old orb.
Yeah, I'm just accepting it.
Yeah, perfectly willing.
How far away is he? It's only half. Okay.
Doesn't mean that they wait out the molly. Retaking the space now. There's a pull to slow down the Trailblazer. Still clears towards the back of box. Faking like they're taking that A main control.
At least they got
Yeah,
early
map
info
control
over
game
towards
here.
B once they
Looks
do
like
come
it's being
back
played
here.
well by EG. PRX have got to be worried about A main, and now they're coming to flush out for
Oh, he's going to
Sagan.
see over the Viper smoke?
No support.
Such a brave angle. No support. Oh, he adjusts his aim at the wrong time.
Yeah,
and
he's
it flicked to the
mental.
side. There's no way he's taking himself back.
So
No, he's
brave.
brought
He's
it back up
mental.
onto the position.
It's so wild,
from
man.
Forsaken, but why not?
There is a very fine line between bravery and foolishness. That may have been on the wrong side of it there. But I gotta say, if he manages to get 2 and he's in a position where he might, makes the round look incredibly different.
Oh, spamming is pretty
Sometimes
close
you've got to
there.
go for those risks.
Oh, God.
They are behind in the map.
Behind the map now, behind in the player advantage with the
Yeah, this
EG.
one feels like we're going third map. The
Set
double
up for that
pistol was just too
success.
much.
And already PRX making a call to back away and save. It's a hard one. Letting these rounds slip away from you. Every instance
Fifth
now as
map,
well,
sorry.
these are the moments that
I'm too used to best of threes, man.
leaving yourself kicking because you're thinking, man, didn't even get to play in this one.
I haven't watched the
Those
best
are
of three
tough
for
rounds
ages.
for the A players.
Best of 5 for ages even. Oh my goodness,
Thinking
it's all
back
going
though,
wrong. I can't talk, numbers are
PRX's
too
game on
much.
Pearl when they played against NRG. It kind of matched this the whole way through. Up until this. The 7-5 half went up to 9-5 and then PRX responded. And this was where PRX
Yeah, they say
really
3
started to
guns.
get
This is a
the ball
perfect round for
rolling and get
EG,
some
win the
momentum going and
bonus.
put
They
the
got a
hurt
lot of
on
money
NRG.
here as well. Yeah, I
Here,
don't know, PRX will have to do a
5-round
madness.
deficit, with EG's economy still booming, it looks really difficult. It looks set for us to go to a 5th map.
Truly does.
Man, Con was so ready
But I
for him
know
to
that
be there.
PRX
It's so funny.
Don't give up on maps like this.
They'll be throwing everything.
EG find that timing to pivot to the other side of the map.
Could be a bit of a nightmare. Plus, I've seen that EG are
So
pretty good at this, but
sometimes it's
you
not as
never know.
good to have early map control as to save your utility to re-clear it once the attackers have been in that area. especially if you think they're going to pivot a lot instead of re-hitting.
Oh,
That's an early push.
oh, that's a nice way to start it. They move him over towards middle and they try and go super aggro. Yeah, Jin gives him the pick back instantly.
Yeah, because EG are ready for it.
So 4 versus 4, still holding the angle here. They expect and anticipate this reclearance. Really playing anti-flash as a pull to punish. An attempt of it, but really no one can really close the gap.
But look at how different this is in terms of map control. PRX now have all of that area over towards A main, and that's
CGRS.
They had to give up
Okay,
mid as a result of it.
you've
You can see
done
how
great,
massive
but this
players
one
are playing.
needs to be
Forsaken just looking to try and
outrageously
contain in
good.
case somebody is in mid. Barreling forwards now, EG.
Oh man,
Laying
poor
claim to
dude.
this area of the map, towards the site. Snakebite at the back here. Spam through onto the wall.
The spam
Walking
from
right into him.
Forsaken
It's a crossfire setup where
has
people are just giving
absolutely
individuals,
owned
and
it.
it's a spray and chance of
Gives
random
him
luck.
the kill in the side.
it's given
Damage has been
disadvantage
down
to PRX,
46.
But the plant is down, and Jorgamo, if he finds a position, finds a safe timing, he might be
You're
able
gonna
to
lock
get off
him
a
in
reckoning.
here, though.
It is tough from this
Sorry, Mindfreak
never
should
feel
be
safe.
winning
Yeah, I
this
don't think he
duel.
wants to give away his positioning at all here. He's just holding his ground with the
Oh,
rifle.
Com moved.
No time to really pull it out here. Never a chance to make him feel safe. Com! That is
What
insane.
the hell is that?
As he pulling that one out, precision. But eventually shut down. Divide drops to the floor. Tap onto it, running around, aimlessly hunting.
Okay, nice
for
round.
Jorgamo, that last remaining player.
Chat,
Time.
what the hell was
Up
this
on the
kill?
clock here. Round win for PRX. It's been a while. These guys, they earned a bit of respite, but yeah, not quite anymore.
I forgot about the boys.
By the way, guys, that's dangerous stuff. You're not going to be able to lift any objects.
I mean, it doesn't get any better for them either. This is either a PRX comeback, where they put more and more rounds on the board, or it goes to 5 and they
Yeah,
have
give me
to
this shot again.
keep doing push-ups as PRX play a whole other map.
Yeah.
And what was this as well?
What is that?
You can't even see anything, man.
No,
I mean,
that's disgusting.
Nah, that's stupid.
And doesn't win them the round. So EG tried the same kind of stuff, a fight in A main, a quick pivot to B. Now they're mixing it up. Everybody slowly.
Yeah, and I kind of like this again. They go back to their big punish over towards B. The worrying thing is Econ, right? 1,900. If they lose this, it'll pretty much be done. So this is a must-win round for them.
Yeah, it's slowed down to the point. I mean, this is going to be baiting a fight.
Agner the One, what's up, dude? Agner the One, thank you so much, mate. Thank you for the 2 months, appreciate it. Oh, the heavy wide
Jing
swing.
brought down, taken out.
Now what?
Got to second guess that now. Both teams getting themselves out of there.
And a little impatient perhaps from PRX. But as the defenders, they're constantly
Yeah, a
worried
bit of a
about
nightmare
gaps
for
in their
that.
defense. People walking through mid, you know, B-link. And it forced them to make some kind of aggressive play. EG just holding for it. And in the right place
Mate,
at the right
EG
time
just
too.
always holding at the beginning. I feel like
Now,
I watch them at the beginning, they
the
just hold
contact
here for the
re-clear
first
of
40
A main.
seconds.
Well,
So
it's just
far,
the
they're
fake
always
again
getting
that
a
they're
kill.
taking control of it,
The
but with
dog
Mindfreak
bait
pushed up
in
this
here is pretty
hard.
nice.
Yeah, they can call their bluff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Forsaken's
The
going to
issue
get
here
early
is,
info.
I don't think CGRS is going to rotate off. So even though they know it's heading towards B, there's still only 2 players able
Keep an
to
eye on the
defend.
time.
Second holds the line. Wide face, he fell asleep at the wheel. Demon 1 takes him out, wins
That's
the
a
aim duel.
nice
Here's the
ult, man.
reckoning now.
Divi's going to make it.
Parting away onto the site here. There's a nano swarm of flash.
I mean,
Everything
he
being
ate the flash.
expended just to take the space towards it. Divide tucked to the corner. He feels like he has to make a play. You can feel it. Side by side, shoulder
Yeah,
to
I mean,
shoulder.
you kind of had to make a
These
play
side
because I don't think they're
players
going to lose there.
deciding to
So look
step
to
past
Mindfreak on the
smokes.
flank.
Mindfreak is going to be spotted there on that flank here. Divide still pushing forwards now
Oh, flash coup.
on the corner. Tap, trying to force the U-turn.
That's
Jorgamo
so
pushes
unlucky,
forwards and
dude.
presses his advantage. All the way grouped up, trying
Ooh,
to one shot
that
to the
was
flank.
close.
They had a player there. Mindfreak,
Yeah,
he was
Jorgamo
offered
can secure this one by
isolated
hiding on
1
site
versus
now.
1, but the time is now running a little bit too short for this one. Quick jump spot.
This is
Tom
the issue that we
crouched
said,
down, holding close,
1,900
not
on top of
revealing
this,
anything.
just no money.
And the round is won. Mindfreak, not enough time to really get a jog on as well and move all the way over there. This is EG taking it away, bringing themselves up to 11.
The hell is this duel?
Mindfreak comes out on top in the end there. But it is a consolation.
They have
Silver
knives. They have knives, 2 combined on top of the
Rain
save
card
gun.
hovering over the top of PRX.
Why not?
EG have just controlled the tempo in a way that they haven't been able to exactly on some of these prior maps.
That pick from Demon
Any
1
aggression from
was
PRX
actually
getting stifled.
massive
And
in
broadly
consideration
speaking,
of just
Boostio's
like
been
how the
able to
round was
hold
going.
right side to
The
end
time
on.
was so
And the
low,
right timings
really.
too.
Time was so low, they still had double smoke here. If you had 2 people to hold behind that, I think they probably win it.
Pearl, unexplored. No, just completely.
This is nice from EG as well. Instead of holding the default like they've been holding all the time, they've won out 2 rounds once they've realized that they can't push, and then they just insta-take map control. Oh, that's unlucky. It's a nice attempt.
A chance. Yeah, very much nearly. Forsaken, of course he wants to go for it again.
Well, this is the problem. If they allow them the whole of B long, then the lockdown can come through, and the lockdown will buy space for the Viper's pit.
And there it is.
So they want to try and contest
Just
this
the perfect combo.
early, because otherwise you get put in a very tough spot.
Yeah, Forsaken doesn't really have any gun or tool to try and dissuade and push us back. Can't go for any.
Like the dog. Dog stun was nice.
Needs a refresher. Plan starting to go down into the cone, pushing forwards. Does get a refresher.
Not bad at all. Those 2 kills.
Trying to take some space towards the back of the side. Demon 1 is not letting anything loose. Shorty to the face to buy. None the wiser.
Why does that look so weird?
Mind Freak left alone. Is that 1 versus 3? Enough stars that he can sow a bit of chaos, but as soon as one player takes
sick round from Demon 1. Okay, 6 chances.
We'll shut it down.
6 chances. Money's
Good
not here.
from Demon 1 there, punishing the PRX players that tried to get aggressive as the pit was blooming. EG know that they've got certain timings they need to be aware of. They need to deal with the early push, and then the lockdown will control things. And then they need to deal with that secondary push as the pit is getting
really
deployed.
good round from him.
And after that, the ults will do their work. Very controlled map.
And Ace
from
is crazy
EG.
on Pearl. Yeah, they're good on Pearl.
Considering that PRX were just able to beat NRG in ridiculous fashion in overtime to set up for this match. Very
I mean, just the whole of
impressive
Americas
performance
is
here
good,
from
honestly. It's not just NA.
Living up to the standard of play you'd expect at the
Oh,
last
that's nice.
remaining representatives of America.
Like we said, 6 chances.
Masters Tokyo. Over the top. Corner being spammed, dash to back away. There was an alarm bot there. I think they were worried about the trap play. It did
The
get
good news for everyone
And there was a trap
is
play set up.
Fnatic
Double
should be
flashes
banning
again
Pearl
off
tomorrow. So this is
somebody's
the
contact.
last time we'll see
These
this
trap plays have not really
this
been
version
working
of
over
Pearl.
PRX because
And let me be the
EG are so
first to say
diligent with
thank
it.
God.
incredible diligence. Com into mid and opening is granted.
Forsaken's getting pushed into a locker in this game too. All of his refights on Jet. He's having his lunch money taken.
Yeah. You have to go hungry, I think. Save it for map 5 because it's on the table and more. 1 round.
Yeah. It's looking
Mind
disastrous.
Freak in
Mind
the
Freak
corner here.
is going to hear
mean, they're
this like
gonna
a
check this
stampede
though,
heading
right?
towards him.
And he's got to do so much here. But does the corner get cleared?
Yeah, of course they
Fully
are.
And entirely.
No chances.
Yeah,
Mustio
they want to
aware
go
of
for a
it.
hero
Out in
play.
the open.
Expecting them to go
Back
through,
taken away,
no one's
Jing.
here, they get the
Now
first
Swarm
kill,
on his
Molly's
feet.
good, so
There
they
are
can't
just no
swarm
guns in
out.
the play. EG. Sheer domination on display here. Reckoning, flash over the top. Divide pushing forward, seeks to deny. The right click's not doing enough.
Oh my
Everybody
God.
falling. It's just down to Jing.
Spike goes down.
Corner.
Do they
5
go
seconds
push him?
remaining. Needs to stay
Okay,
alive. It's
nicely
not
done.
possible.
Holy.
Map
Right, we go
5,
5th map,
are
Ascent.
going there.
It's going to be interesting.
And
EG really good at the map.
what a
PRX, we haven't seen them
performance.
play with
Limiting
CGRS on this map.
PRX with their